Let's walk.
Mahasatya just finished the 3,100 mile race.
Yes.
So a few laps ago, and you're still moving. Why are you still moving?
Yeah, right. Good point. I just like to reach the 5,000 point. That's extra 13 laps extra.
15
Yeah.
laps for 5,000 kilometers.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the race itself, officially, you've done it.
Yeah.
On the 50th,
Done it.
the 51st day.
And I don't know, 10,
Right?
10
50
hours.
days plus.
10 hours or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of missed that. But
So, how does it feel? I know the
Feel-
race itself was long.
feels great. I mean, it is really long, but somehow when you look at it, it's it's at the same time. It's long, but at the same time, you feel like, wow, it's already finished. So you kind of,
The time just disappeared.
yeah, it's like the time. It's interesting how you look at the time. It's like,
Now you seem very healthy. Does your body feel? I know your mind is probably very happy.
yeah, very happy. But yeah, just the general tiredness, but nothing major. I think most of the problems I had, they just went away. They've been sort of fixed.
Yeah.
Like the last thing I had was the arch in the left
Really?
foot, yeah,
Yeah.
and now it's pretty much.
I mean, still moving.
Yeah, so all those little problems, they just went away.
So what was the hardest part, do you think? Just say in the middle of the race.
Yeah,
Seemed
like I think the time when we were still adapting to the race, and then we had the food poisoning, and then I got blisters, and was the heat wave. I mean, heat wave. It was kind of hot for a few days,
Yeah, yeah.
and so that was pretty
How about the rain? Did
pretty
that affect
brutal.
you?
Yeah, we had like 5 days in a row rain. Yeah, but you kind of, once you accept it, it's okay. You can deal with that.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're looking forward to the sun for sure.
So, do you think? I mean, it's hard to decide now.
You can walk
But
a-
are you inspired to try to
to
actually come back, or is it too
Yeah.
early to say?
I will come back. I mean, I'm not sure about next year, but my plan was to coming back on the fall, 2025
Yeah.
and do it. Yeah, so
Take a
So,
summer off. I mean, take
we'll
a
see, because
summer off.
I work in Switzerland.
Yeah.
Abaritas place,
Right.
Secret of Perfection Flame. So it's all disciples, mostly disciples working there. So we've got three. I mean, Andrea is working there as well,
Right.
and Radu, who wants to do the race next year.
Yeah.
So it's hard to take time off, like 2 months.
So Radu wants to come.
And
next
plus,
year.
it's great because Abarta supporting us financially as well. So
Yeah.
it's apart from you take your time off and you've got the financial support, which is great. I mean, this race is really expensive. So we spend quite a lot of not only shoes, but it's a long list of things.
So this was a long outer journey in terms of numbers and miles.
Yeah.
But do you think you probably, and I'm sure you probably learned a lot about your body and your energy and how to do a race like this. But let's say inwardly or spiritually or
Yeah,
mentally,
inwardly it's very, you go very deep. And so it's like you really experience. I mean, you don't experience this in everyday life, that's for sure, because you really dig deep.
So you have to draw on a lot of energy, like mentally, physically, and also
Yeah, everything. And I mean, it's
spiritually,
still.
psychologically.
I mean, still you think you're controlling it, but it's like you basically you are the witness, but you're watching how things unfold, and like I really strongly felt Guru's guidance you know, and power and energy, you know. So for me it was very, you know, it's very touching.
So it seems like, you know, to think about the race for runners and non-runners alike,
Yeah.
it's a very scary, we say, could be a lot of fear involved. Like when you start the race.
It's yeah, at the beginning it's scary for the mind. Like yeah, like you think, okay, I'm not really scared of it. Kind of, you know, you kind of over the year or so, like you're preparing, you kind of train your mind. Okay, I'm not scared. But I had an interesting experience just on the day of just before the starting of the race.
Really?
Like this, you know, this fear, like whatever it still was in me,
Yeah.
kind of came out, and I could feel it like it's like cling on me. It was like a heavy, wet blanket on me, you know. And I was just looking at Transcendental and start, you know, meditating, praying, and then within like a minute or so, it just dropped. And then I came to the start like, all right, I'm ready.
Excited, enthusiastic.
Yeah, it was like
that's
this.
the best way to come. And then you just took it, what, one day at a time, right?
Yeah.
And so, let's say to qualify, you had to do some other multi-days, 10-day race.
In 10
Do you
days.
find this very different than those? Of course, it was long.
It is, yes. I mean, the fact that we have only 18 hours, so that makes a huge difference. You know, when you run a 10-day race, then you've got your whole time,
You have 24
and then
hours
you can
to
choose if it's raining, you can hide.
Yeah.
Here you just have to deal with it, and yeah.
So, did you take many breaks during the day? What was your schedule like?
I was sort of trying with 3 breaks, but then I realized no, it's actually 2 breaks is okay. So I was doing like 15 minutes,
Really?
sleep 13, 15, and then, you know, taping, or basically like altogether was 20 minutes. Like with Nirbasha, he was very strict, like boom boom, and we basically within 20 minutes I was already on the track, you know.
Wow.
So yes, it was good.
So those valuable minutes were very important.
Oh yeah, for
to
sure.
keep going.
Yeah, especially in this race. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
such a long race.
So you have over a day to go.
Yeah.
I mean, a day cushion.
Yeah, right.
And it's because of this guy here.
Because of this guy here.
It's a
Who's this guy?
Yeah.
All right, I'll film.
It's on the speakerphone actually. Yeah, sorry. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, there you go.
There we go.
So he was giving you credit for helping him.
Yeah, I take all the
Have
credit.
strict breaks.
Yeah, I just want to say I take 100% of the credit. Any credit that's going, I take it.
No, so he had how many breaks? A couple of breaks then?
Yeah, he had 2 breaks.
And they were about 20 minutes then?
Yeah, he would rest for 15 minutes and then, you know, whatever it is to get in and out.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
But what about breaks for like injuries or blisters and stuff? There was like extra time?
Yeah, sometimes he was quite, like if he needed to rest or if he needed to take something extra, he wasn't shy about taking it. Some people just sort of push on through because they sort of feel they have to.
Right.
But he's quite good about, you know, if he feels he needs to take an extra break because he's tired or what, you know, then he does, you know.
But did he have any like longer breaks like for massage or he didn't get too much?
Sometimes, again, if he felt he had to, he did. He wasn't, like I said, he generally he has a lot of poise, you know.
Easy going.
Yeah, he's very easygoing. He doesn't put himself under undue pressure. Oh, I have to do this or I have to do that. You know, if he feels he needs massage, he needs massage. If
And
he
you have a
feels-
lot of experience. You've done these many times. You've been through many problems and hardships. Did you help him along with some of those difficulties?
Yeah, but you realize a lot of it is just you do this kind of race. It's a spiritual experience, and
To learn yourself.
yeah, when you get into it, you just realize it's all sort of like a play, you know, and you just show up and you sort of play your role, and even if you're doing something, you're providing some help or whatever it is. It's like you're just kind of slotted, you know. You just like show up at the right time.
Yeah.
You do your thing. You exit stage left, you know, and it's all part of this sort of spiritual current, and you just feel it's like you're kind of surfing on a wave. You just feel
And
you're
it's
sort
like
of part-
moral support for him. He knows
Yeah,
somebody's there.
I think
but-
that's actually a big part of it because it's actually quite lonely out there, you know.
Yeah.
So it's good to have somebody to, you know, come at the end of the day and you know, help.
Yeah, and I think it's for me, I mean, I don't know if you felt it, but having this half-mile loop, which a lot of runners dread because they'd rather do a long, run across the country or whatever, really makes it more comfortable for the runners, and it gets the helpers more involved rather than being stranded out in the middle of nowhere.
Oh yeah, well I guess I don't have any experience of the other things, so I can't really comment on it.
Solo
But
runs,
yeah, it's definitely nice to come home and have here to the home base and have a helper waiting for you.
So now there's only one more day. Haruta will finish tomorrow late, and all the other runners and walkers who didn't make it to the 3,100 mile point will also finish.
Yeah, they'll finish
on
at midnight.
2 days, so
Yeah.
it's like a big family, really.
Yeah, it's like a big
you know?
family celebration.
Everybody finished at a different part of the mountain.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Some made it to the peak,
Yeah.
and some had the
No, but
experience of the mountain.
everybody who started gave it everything.
And this
gave it
young
everything
lady
they had.
Hi.
has always been cheerful, even through her
Thank you.
hardships and injuries. And we're glad you stayed on the course.
Thank you so much.
Okay, we have to go now. This is getting long.
It's good.
Just like the race.
Just like the race.
Okay. Thank you. You doing the race too?
Huh?
Are you doing the race?
No.
It's a long
But I'm
race.
good at running.
You are. Do you play soccer?
See over there?
Oh, you played on the field. Good. So someday we'll race together.
Okay.